Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you're all doing fine. Today I'm going to review the procedures for recording target behaviors using a 15-minute partial interval recording system. I've recommended this to teachers throughout the years. It's easy to use and you can record several behaviors at one time. If you'd like me to create a data sheet using longer intervals, say 30-minute intervals, please contact me at effectiveteachingforautism.com. Please also give me some feedback and let me know what you think about this. Thank you. I'll see you again. Let's identify the sections of the datasheet. First, you have the student's name, you then have a column on the left side of the page with the specific times for each 15-minute interval. To the right of the time column, you have 7 columns with behavior codes. Each column is specific to one day of data collection. The current date would be written at the top of each column. A list of behavior codes is written within each column. We'll review the behavior codes in just a moment. Below the columns is a set of blank columns. The purpose of these columns is to summarize the daily data. I'll explain the data summary process in a different video. The last section at the bottom of the datasheet consists of the behavior codes listed in each cell. The behavior codes correspond to the target behaviors you've identified for measurement. I've included 5 behavior codes in each cell. The first code is an N. This code is used when none of the target behaviors have occurred during the specific 15-minute interval. The next code is an A. This corresponds to aggression as defined by hitting, throwing objects at others, grabbing, etc. The A would be circled in an interval if it occurred at least one time during the interval. Next is PD for property disruption. PD is defined as pushing tables, desks, pushing over chairs, etc. As described above, this code would be circled if it occurred at least one time during a 15-minute interval. The same recording procedure would apply to the other behaviors. S is for profanity and O is for elopement or leaving the classroom. You can change the codes to any that are more suitable to your situation. Be sure to include an operational definition of each behavior. It's important to note that more than one behavior can be recorded in each interval. Let's practice using this data sheet. Our student's name is Kathy. Kathy has a history of engaging in aggression, profanity, elopement, and property disruption. Last Friday, March 31st, Kathy had a fairly typical day. These are the behaviors she engaged in throughout the day. 8:45, hit another student. 8:55, hit the teacher. 9:30, used profanity towards the teacher. 10:27, attempted to leave the classroom. 10:35, pushed over a chair. 12:43, profanity. 12:49, profanity. 12:55, hit another student. 1:20, pushed her desk away from her. 1:25, profanity. 1:27, Pushed her chair over. (140) Aggression. 150 Aggression. No other problem behaviors were observed during the remainder of the day. School is dismissed at 3:30. As you can see, even though some behaviors occurred more than once in a 15-minute interval, we only circled the corresponding code one time. N was circled in all intervals in which the target behavior did not occur within the 15-minute interval. Okay, so it appears that Kathy engaged in several of the target behaviors last Friday. Let's now summarize the data for the day. Let's first count the number of intervals in which N was circled. Remember, this indicates that no target behaviors occurred during the interval. We'll write the number of intervals below in the corresponding cell. Now count the number of A, PD, S, and O codes. There you have it. That's the total summary for the day. It would be advisable to record several days of this data. I typically record the data as percentage of intervals in which each of the codes occurred. I then graph the data using Excel. I'll create a video explaining how I would graph the data, but I'll need additional data. Thanks for watching. Please visit my website at effectiveteachingforautism.com for more video updates. Also, please feel free to ask me to modify this datasheet for your needs.